people outside. I remember my brothers and my mother there. Nag-uusap sa labas, haba ng mga mukha. And parang you just have a core memory na
Right.
you know, may nangyari.
Something
May
big,
nangyari.
bad happened, yeah.
So my dad, he was in the jeep. I don't even think it was a van. In the jeep that brought the body of Tito Ninoy to Fort Bonifacio.
Oh.
Okay, kasama siya. And si Tito Ninoy, growing up, he's much older than my dad. Para siya yung kuya talaga eh. You know?
Right.
And ano siya, maloko siya. He would play pranks on his brothers. I'm sure Tito Butch kinakwento niya. Maloko talaga si Tito Ninoy. Funny guy, ganyan. And kinakwento ng tatay ko sa akin na kasama sila. The body was actually not even naka-elevate. Nandun lang, nasa baba. And he kept on thinking to himself, this can't be real. This must be a prank. Baka pinaprank ako ng kapatid. Like, ganun yung nasa isip niya. Pinaprank ako nito. Imposibleng namatay siya.
Sobrang surreal kasi
Sobrang
nangyari.
surreal.
Yeah.
And then at one point daw, parang may hump. And then gumalaw yung kamay ni Tito Ninoy. Tapos nadaplisan siya.
Oh my God!
And his only thought was,
wow.
see, I knew it was
It's
a prank. He must
yeah.
be alive.
So denial talaga siya,
In
all out.
denial siya.
Yeah.
Ano, in many ways, I think that trauma is still there for my
Absolutely.
father.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, kami naman, sumunod kami sa Times. And yung unang gabi was in the house, sa bahay sa Times. Yung bahay sa Times, hindi siya gated subdivision ah. So, wala siyang, ano siya, doon na, Quezon Avenue na yan, di ba? So, nandun siya sa bahay. Kasi ang expectation ng mga kapatid ni Tito Ninoy, Tita Cory was in Boston, hindi pa siya umuwi. Expectation nila, ano naman pupunta? O konti lang yung pupunta. So, doon lang talaga
Kasi
sa
takot
bahay.
lahat. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
horrible, yeah.
But that first night, nakita nila, pumipila yung mga tao. And umabot siya ng maybe, 2-3 kalsada. And then the next night, lumipat na sa Santo Domingo, where it was a bigger venue. But can you imagine kasi looking at it now, from 2024 hindsight, you'd think differently, di ba? Na, heroes welcome, marami kaagad yung nag-mourn. Hindi eh.
Hindi given
ganun
yan eh. Exactly,
Hindi eh.
yeah.
At that time, they thought, he's a former senator, 8 years na wala, 3 years na so 10 years na siya from public service.
And people are scared.
People are scared.
Yeah.
Nakalimutan lang to. So, that's how it started. Diba? So, to get to 86 and the EDSA revolution, it's really a miracle. For those who were alive at that time, hindi mo ini-expect. And kami naman, bilang family members, so nag-start na yung mga protesta. Nag-start yung mga protests. And the first one that they would look for, si Tita Cory, of course. And then my lola, si Lola Aurora. And then yung mga kapatid, Tito Butch, and the other siblings. And Chris, of course, was already speaking in crowds at that time. And then way down the list is ako. Only because at that time, they wanted to have a family member na magsalita sa mga protesta. So, at 6, I was doing my part. I had a memorized speech. My mom made my speech. Pero mabigat siya about diktatorya ni Pangulong Marcos, ganyan. And from 6 years old to 9 years old, maybe over 200 speaking engagements. All the way till EDSA. And dumaan ka dyan sa 84 Batasang Pambansa elections, dumaan ka sa snap elections, until EDSA, until the first senatorial in 87, which was also the constitutional plebiscite, di ba? Now, ang perspective ko as a young boy, seeing that, nung nagsisimula kami, and this is late 83, so August namatay si Tito Ninoy, siguro within a month or two, nagsastart na yung mga protesta. Sobrang liit ng mga protesta. Like, 40 tao, masaya ka na. You remember that time?
Yeah.
Pag may 40 tao, feeling mo, laking bagay na eh, di ba?
Nung namatay si Ninoy,
What
it was qualitatively different. Rally naman kami ng rally eh. Pero
What changed ba? What changed after
well,
that?
nung nag-rally kami lang. No? Nung namatay si Ninoy, pag nagmamarcha ka, lumalabas yung mga tao, nagbibigay ng pagkain, nagbibigay ng
Snowball
tubig,
siya,
gumagawa
nag-snowball
ng
siya,
mga
yeah.
homemade placards, pamilya. Eh dati takot ang mga tao dahil martial law eh. No? At medyo tumatama yung red tagging ng panahon na yun. Dahil halimbawa kami, social democratic underground kami noon eh. Hindi kami kasama doon sa communist underground, no? Pero ang identification sa amin, mga komunista rin. Di ba? Dahil wala naman difference ng panahon na yun eh.
leftist,
No? Kahit at that time, ang kasama namin sila Raul Daza, sila Father Intengan, ang identification sa amin kay Ninoy. No? Pero yung mga karaniwang tao, hindi alam yung difference. nung panahon na yun. Nung namatay si Ninoy, nakita na yung mga differences, yung political spectrum. At ang pinakamahalaga, pag nagmamarcha kayo, lumalabas yung mga tao. Unlike nung bago namatay, nung buhay pa si Ninoy, nung nasa US siya, yung mga rallies ay kayo-kayo lang.
Okay lang.
Dito, talaga makikita mo, labasan ng mga tao.
And ako, nakita ko yun. As a child, nakita ko yun.
Deluge, no? Yung
Hindi siya deluge, hindi siya instant eh.
Trickle siya.
It built up.
Snowball.
Diba, sir, diba?
Yeah.
Snowball.
Yeah.
Snowball.
And I
Hindi,
remember,
pero yung Santo Domingo was a game changer.
well, August 31
Yeah.
was
That
a
was
game changer.
deluge.
Yeah.
That was the
But
deluge.
even then, nung may mga protesta na, so ako, I'd come back from school,
Mm.
I'd do my homework, go to sleep. Sa gabi, lalarga na kami. And ano yan, my mother, ako, my brother, so siksikan kami sa isang, makasakit kami, Telstar. I don't know if you remember. Hindi nyo alam yung Telstar.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
that car, yeah.
And,
Boxy
car,
Yeah, I
oo.
know that, yeah.
Siguro mga ano yun, 3 sortie na yun on a weekday. Aabot kami ng furthest on a weekday is Batangas sa south, and maybe aabot kami ng Tarlac sa north. But sometimes it's 4 corners of Tondo, 4 na
Right.
kanto ng Tondo, and tag 50 people. Yung stage noon, 4 na drum, plywood, tsaka megaphone. Ganun lang. And then eventually after a year, suddenly naging plaza na. Oh, marami na yung mga tao, parang plaza na. And then people would start to come. And then eventually, palaki ng palaki, which led to the snap elections, di ba? But,
Yung story ng Yellow, you were saying
oh,
ganun na.
so Yellow is from Taya Yellow Ribbon, the
Right.
song, di
Yeah.
ba? So, Tito Ninoy's color was not yellow when he was running.
No.
What was it? White and black and white, di ba?
I'm not sure about the
Or
color.
wala pa atang kulay nung...
Hindi pa uso yung branding na ng-
Hindi pa
Conscious.
Ako kasi I was referring to the Enrile retrospective of, Liberal Party or like Aquinos and then Communists and all together. But you're absolutely right. I mean, that half comes after him, right?
Eh, so, they used, because yung kanta ng Taya Yellow Ribbon tungkol sa preso. Di ba? If you still want me, Taya Yellow Ribbon on the old oak tree. So, the song itself, bagay kay Tito Ninoy, na preso, nakulong, nawala, babalik, if you still want to see me, Taya Yellow Ribbon. Doon siya naging yellow.
Which is why South Koreans also have that, right? May yellow ribbon din yung mga ibang leaders nila, if I remember.
Because nakulong rin yung mga...
yeah, yung
ibang
iba sa
leaders.
kanila during the dictatorship
That's
of Park.
that's how...
It's a universal,
Yeah, that's how yellow became a
Yeah.
thing, di ba? Because of the song.
Right.
So Tito Ninoy actually didn't see the yellow.
The color.
Hindi niya nakita, di ba? Na the yellow ribbon was for him, and the yellow... Wala siya nakita doon. He didn't see the people. So hindi naman ganun karaming tao yung pumunta sa airport. But they were mostly friends and family and supporters who were there.
And they brought yellow ribbon? I mean,
May mga yellow, alam ko nakaputi sila, pero may mga yellow ribbons, di ba? Tama ba?
Hindi ko sure.
Hindi ko sure, no?
But hindi pa tayo conscious sa colors nun.
Okay,
Nung panahon na
okay.
yun, nagsisimula pa lang.
But I'm wondering about the symbolism, Symbolism.
Yeah.
It's about na preso na kung gusto mo ako
Yeah.
makitang umuwi, yung Taya
The
Yellow
yellow
Ribbon,
ribbon,
di ba?
yes. No? Pero yung kulay ng mga political groupings, no? hindi pa
Hindi pa siya-
ganun.
hindi pa
Wala pa yun. No?
It became really a thing in the snap elections na si Marcos Sr. naka-red
Yeah.
at si Tita Cory naka-dilaw.
Yeah.
Yun talaga yung kulay na yun.
Tsaka lahat ng dadaanan mo, talagang may yellow, may ribbon talaga. No?
So,
Snap election.
back to the airport. So, my lola was there. And according to my dad, kahit marami silang mga anak, Tito Ninoy was really the favorite. Like, aminado sila na siya yung paborito. And he, of course, was killed practically in front of her. Kasi she was there at the tube. Nasa tube siya. So, I mean, the plane is there, the stairs were there, nandito yung tube. Hindi siya pinadaan sa tube. So one of my, I think it was Uncle Ken, who is married to my aunt, Tita Lupita, who was with Tito Ninoy. I remember him telling us na nung hindi siya pinadaan sa tube, he knew something wrong. He knew there was something wrong. Kasi nandun na eh, malapit na sa tube eh, di ba? E nandito na yung supporters or yung ilan pinapasok. And yet, dinivert siya pababa nung hagdan, di ba? So, my lola was right there. And she was the one who said, huwag ayusin. And,
So that the crime can be obvious
so
for the rest of
the line that supposedly she said, and these are in the books, although I never heard her say it herself, but in the books nakalagay na, sabi niya, let the world see what they did to my son. And, I mean, astig rin siya. Sobra siyang astig, di ba?
She realized
to-
this is now something really world historical. I mean, potential, right? This is a martyr now. He's
Well,
now.
I think it was more of yung galit niya. Na, let the
Mm.
world see what they did to my son. There's a shot of her with, I think, Lorenzo Tañada. and they're together crying. No? There's a famous picture of them crying. And can only imagine, di ba, kung ano yung nasa isip rin niya. So, those days, things happened very, very fast.
Of course.
And unexpected. Kasi ang expectation talaga, at least ng tatay ko is, kung swerte ka, house arrest. Ganyan. Kung hindi ka swerte, babalik ka sa fort. The idea na papatayin siya, although people had said it, so far,
Surreal, yeah.
far
Yeah.
from their realm of possibility, di ba? So, this story I think is worthy of being told.
So shall we ask the question? I mean, who was it? I mean, it's inevitable. Like, why is it such a big debate until now? I mean, how is your family coping with the mystery around that, or supposed mystery?
Well, I'll go with remember yung
Sorry, I had to ask that because
no problem.
I would be remiss in my duty if I don't ask that part. Diba?
I also asked this question.
Speaking
by
of
the way.
anger and justice,
yung tanong
and
dyan is,
working
why
towards
didn't Tita
sea?
Cory have a witch hunt
Yeah.
during her time, di ba? And tinanong ko yan sa tatay ko rin. Marami akong tanong sa tatay ko kasi obviously I was like 9 years old during that time.
Right,
di ba?
right.
So yung una kong tanong, bakit walang witch hunt? Which is something everybody asks. Yung pangalawang tanong ko is, why did we allow many of these politicos na pro-Marcos to get back? Those are my two questions, okay? So, unang-una, according to my dad, and this is according to him sa pag-uusap niya kay Tita Cory, when Tita Cory was president, she didn't want it to be about her. Na nagmukhang magiging presidente
Personal
na ako,
vendetta.
na maging vindictive
I
ako.
know what to say. Yeah.
And that's the kind of person she is now. Tama ba yun o mali? History, and we'll all have our opinion about that. But
Right.
yun yung thought process niya nung
So
panahon
that was
yun.
her moral decision.
My role is to bring back democracy. My role is to unify the country because this is a new, bagong umaga to para sa bansa natin. Kung gagamitin ko yung kapangyarihan ko para lang ungkatin to,
I'm no
baka
different.
madiskaril. Baka madiskaril pa tong prosesong to. That's what she thought, according to my father. Of course,
And
people can agree or disagree kung tama
sorry,
yun o
Bang,
hindi.
if I'm cutting you, but because this is also about Cory Aquino too. She's also a world historical figure
Yes.
in a sense that she stepped up to the moment in ways that it surprised many people. I know a lot of luminaries who said they were shocked by it. They thought she's just your normal just in the background kind of wife, that kind of dismissiveness, that kind of match, and then suddenly she steps up to the plate. Were you also surprised by? I mean, now retrospect and also
No, because I know of her na as president eh. Yung aking pagkakilala kay Tita
Pero in
Cory.
chismis in
Presidente
the
na siya eh.
family, like was the family, the more adult one, surprised at how she stepped up to the plate the way she did?
I don't think they were surprised, but kumbaga alam nila kasi astig siya eh. Siya yung,
So, astig din
yung mga
talaga.
babae sa Aquino family, yung mga tigas eh.
Yeah,
Yung, mga astig.
yeah, yeah.
Yung mga lalaki medyo soft-hearted eh, di ba? Yung mga babae yung mga astig.
Interesting.
Kahit nung panahon ni Pinoy, debate namin yan. Sabi ko, boss, ikalawang Aquino ka na ng presidente. Wala pang resolution to.
Ano sabi niya?
Dun sa kwan. Sabi ko, boss,
Baka naman. Oh.
kung tatay ko yan, habang buhay ko hahantingin
Yeah.
ko yan. Sabi ko sa kanya.
What did he say?
Sabi
To
ko,
the ends of the world. Yeah.
Sa invoke niya rule of law. No, yun ang kinukuha niya. At hindi siya yung tipong mapaghiganti. Siguro, nare siya ni
Tita
Tita
Cory.
Cory na gano'n eh. No,
Is it a Christian thing, I suppose? I mean,
Siguro,
forgiveness
it's a lot of
and
things. It's a lot of things.
It's a lot of
also
things.
upbringing. It's about
Pero, what did-
spirituality. It's about training siguro niya sa Ateneo.
Ako, maybe it's more of maybe it's more of it's not about me.
Mm.
Tita Cory was like that. It's not about me. And Pinoy, I would say to a fault, was like that. It's not about me.
But this is a juxtaposition, right? Because it was always about we're not like the other side. Because Marcos as well.
No,
Imelda
well,
was all
it-
about herself,
no,
the
it-
narcissism,
I
the
don't think it-
dictatorship, hindi rin ganun. You think it's not that?
No, hindi siya about the other
Juxtaposition?
side. It was basically,
Mm.
kung mamumuno ka, diba, kayo ang boss ko. Yung line na yun.
So it's a
real
transcendental
yun.
idea.
Real yun kay
Okay.
Pinoy. That's really how we felt. Yung kayo ang boss ko, that's really how we felt. So, kung gagawin niya tong personal sa kanya, and again, this is probably how we felt. You can judge for your own kung tingin mo tama
Yeah.
yun o hindi. Tingin niya, kung pinuno ka, hindi ka dapat, it shouldn't be about you and your own problems and your own family. So,
Yeah.
diba?
So he didn't do any move at that time to.
Ang alam ko hindi.
Yeah.
Ang alam ko hindi. Back to Tita Cory. So,
Sorry
during
for
the few
cutting you
years,
there.
no problem.
Because she's an important figure we have to talk about.
The
Yeah.
Agrava Commission came out with a decision that it was a military operation.
Mm.
Correct, di ba? And ano pa, hinarang pa yan or whatever. But in the end, the Agrava Commission came out with that ruling, finding, with that finding na somebody in the military or who can manipulate the military was the one who was behind it.
Rogue operation.
Hindi nila sinabi, but umabot sila sa it's a military operation. So, ang
And it was martial law.
ang nagpautos nun, yung mga tao kayang utusan ang military. Now, some people will say si Marcos was not there at that time and all of that. But ako, point ko lang is, somebody there, and hindi rin naman nila hinanap kung sino yung pumatay after. They didn't also have a credible investigation after. Kung
So
talagang they felt
logically,
bad
the
about
buck
it.
stops with Marcos Sr. then.
Well,
Unless you buy the argument that he was not really fully in charge because of his health deterioration, factional
somebody there. Somebody there.
degradation.
Somebody there made that decision. Hindi naman yung gagawin desisyon ng mga korporal o ng mga sargento, di ba? Sir, somebody had to get Galman, somebody had to open the gate, somebody had to allow that van to come in, somebody told those military personnel to take him out and shoot him. Somebody told them that, and it's somebody na kayang utusan yung military. Now, as soon as a few weeks after or maybe a month after the assassination, may lumabas na documentary yung Japanese TV, NHK. And basically, inanalyze nila na the exit wound of Tito Ninoy was sa chin niya, dito sa baba niya. So, imposible talagang si Galman yun.
Sa harap.
Because he
yung
was
angle,
on,
yung angle niya.
yeah, he was on ground level. So, imposible
Na diretsong
na
Hindi yan magagalaw.
Oo, na magbubumerang yung
Yeah,
baril. It
yeah,
had
yeah.
to be somebody who was above, and clearly,
Oo.
that's somebody in the stairs because he was going down the
From the
stairs.
back yung shot.
And when you hear the words pusila, which is shoot, no? Wala pa siyang a few seconds from exiting the door. So clearly, it was somebody sa hagdan. And that was just the military. Although, up to their dying day, ayaw nilang aminin kung sino nagutos sa kanila. Up to their dying day. Wala
May
kumakita.
tanong din ako, Senator Bama. Kasi syempre, ang dami ding lumalabas nga na ibang mga stories about gun. Were you able to see itong huli, yung movie nung si Direk Daryl Yap?
No, hindi ko pinanood.
Made in Marites, you made
No, yung Martyr or
second one,
Murderer.
yung Martyr or Murderer. Kasi ang dami nilang mga...
Pinanood mo ba?
Yes, oo.
Pinanood namin pareho.
May imply.
But
May imply.
tama ba na yung Martyr or Murderer is not about Tito Ninoy? It's actually about her father, about Amy's father.
Everything is about
Everything is
Amy.
about Senator Amy.
It's about I and me and myself,
But
right?
then-
Pero they naglabas sila ng
Pero
mga
totoo yung
ibang-
totoo yung nag-usap sila ni Imelda. Totoo yun. That's real. Totoo rin yung sinabi sa kanya, huwag ka na umuwi kasi may banta sa buhay mo. Sa pagkakalam ko, totoo rin.
Naglabas sila ng mga several na mga conspiracy theories, mga iba-ibang
To spice it up. But I think
to
the
spice
movie
it up.
itself, iba ata ang
Pero
sinasabi.
what it was trying to show na hindi involved si Marcos Sr. doon sa pagpatay. So yun yung pinaka
Ikaw
point.
talaga, Mark, di nga namin nilalangaw na nga yan, binalik mo pa eh.
Hindi.
Pinasikat mo, gagamitin nila tong footage for
but,
ano.
But ito,
I'm kidding,
Richard,
I'm kidding, I'm
just
kidding, I'm
talking
kidding.
about...
I'm just being mean. Yeah.
Sorry, overtime na tayo, but just
Yeah,
talking about
Sure.
conspiracy theory. Ito, yung isang kaibigan ko, so may opisina siya. Somebody who works in that office, and this is a few years ago, no? Sabi niya, nahulog siya sa upuan niya when that office mate of his said, sa pagkakaalam niya, si Tita Cory nagpapatay kay Tito Ninoy. Kasi gusto niya maging presidente.
Mga ridiculous
so, that,
na
but may naniniwala, pare.
Of course.
So this conspiracy theory, we can laugh about it or say napaka-crazy naman yan, pero may naniniwala eh.
Dun sa movie, there's even a small part there na sinasabi na si Ninoy mismo yung nag-orchestrate nung sarili niyang
QAnon level na, medyo QAnon na yan. Medyo,
ganun wild
Di
din.
ba, papamura ka na talaga dyan, di ba?
Parang-
Unfortunately, may naniniwala dyan.
dapat pa drug test yung yung gumawa ng
Which
script.
leads me to my next question din. Kasi ito
Yun ang pulveronic.
Kasi I cover it from all sides nga. Siguro na-immerse na din ako masyado dun sa mga kaibigan natin na Marcos vloggers and all that. Pero I feel ang criticism ko doon sa side ng Yellow is hindi masyadong ganun kalaki yung effort to defend Ninoy's legacy. Kasi nakikita ko, lalo ngayon, if you post anything about Ninoy, pag sa TikTok kunyari, hati eh. There are people na, of course, who knows the story, yung nakwento nyo here, and there are marami din na alam mong galing yung storya nila sa YouTube, galing yung bakit wala masyadong
Well, that has to change and it will change. No?
Mm.
But remember, yung pinsan ko kasi, sobrang idealistic ng tao yun. I'm sure si Sec here will agree.
Away namin yan.
Pinag-usapan na namin yan.
Sabi ko, boss, ba't di tayo sumasagot, di tayo bumabanat? Sabi niya, ex-president ako eh. No? Ito yung incumbent. Ako yung
Yeah.
It's
predecessor.
not just that. It's not just that. He would
Ano
always
ba
tell
yan?
me, and I don't agree with him.
Mm.
He would always say, hindi, pinsan, primo, yan tawag niya sa akin. The truth will always come out. Huwag ka mag-alala, the truth will always come out.
The arc
And-
of history,
He
history
always,
will bend
he
towards
always,
justice kind of thing.
he always
yeah.
believed that. Hindi, the truth is gonna come out. Again, yung leadership nila, it's not about them di ba? But I think the intensity, the volume, the frequency of social media caught everybody off guard during that time. And now, at least para sa akin, klaro, kailangan mo paglaban yan. Di ba? So, like ito this week, we've been posting about Tito Ninoy, a lot of content, and we're proud of that fact na this is somebody na mahalagang malaman ng mga tao yung kwento nila. Maybe at that time, the thought was, hindi, nasa history na yan, nasa puso na yan ng mga tao, lalabas at lalabas yan. Pero on hindsight, looking at what happened sa social media, kailangan mo siya
You
ipaglaban
have to
talaga.
fight.
Kailangan mo siya paglaban
Kailangan sagutin din directly yung mga kine-claims nila or yung mga
You mean direct rebuttal?
Oo, direct
Patulan?
rebuttal. Yung kung may mga vloggers sila, dapat may mga vloggers din. Pero sa akin ako
Easier said than done yung ganyan. Yung may vloggers sila.
So
may
Tron
vloggers
Farm.
ganyan.
Go tell it, Tron Farm.
Easier said than done
that's
yan.
always been my advocacy from the start.
I think pagdating sa traditional media or if it's a book or history, sasagutin sinasagot naman ng
Oh, pero yun
foundation.
nga, mahina tayo
Ang
sa-
mahirap dyan, yung
Yeah.
mga dark corners of the
Dark
internet.
web.
Yun yung
Yeah,
mahirap.
dark web.
Pero parang sa YouTube and sa that's why sinasabi ko din naman kay Richard, parang the yellow side or the pink side needs more vloggers. Hindi kasi it's kumbaga there's a market for that
And thanks
kind
to
of
you,
content.
I'm a mainstream. I write for Philippine Daily Inquirer. I mean, we're mainstream, but we're
Para
doing
someone-
this. Yeah, so that's
someone to answer lang
Ganon
yung-
kalaki. Last point, I know Bam, you need to leave. The reason I look forward to this conversation is because I'm an avid follower of comparative politics, and one country I always paid attention to is India and Rahul Gandhi. Everyone made fun of the guy just a few years ago. He's a loser. He's a Italiano boy, and I question even his Indianness, posh, Cambridge, and all of that. And he did fantastic in the latest elections and really stepped up to
And
the plate.
na-shock si Modi, right?
Na-shocks him. And one of the things he did was when he would go all across the rural areas in India, he will remind them the sacrifice family, nung assassinating lola niya, what happened to his dad. Na hindi kami perfecto. We may have our shortcomings, but please also don't forget the sacrifices my family, the Gandhi
family
Nehru,
is part of the
Nehru.
history of
exactly
the
for
of
the
India.
democracy of this country, no? And it kind of worked because there was a sincerity in his eyes and the kind of a listening tour and that kind of engagement. A part of me feels you're almost the same age. He's like early 50s lang siya, and he's like you. He still looks young and vibrant, and he really had also the stepping up moment.
And Modi
Are-
was at the height of his power.
And everyone thought he's a foregone. Na umiyak pa yung mga pollsters, di ba? Umiyak sila. You see where I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that's also a way forward for you? Because you're the torchbearer. Kaya ang ganda ng tanong ni Mark I think pagdating sa legit media and all, okay na yan, settled na yan. Mahirap na, no one takes seriously on this Marites. But in the new information ecosystem, in the new political environment, you have to fight the fight. Yeah.
I will take your advice
And
to
you're the
heart. I
torchbearer,
will take
ah.
your advice to heart, my friend. But yeah, ako honestly, there's no getting away from this. I mean, mukha ko pa lang di ba? Yun yung batikos doon na sa akin.
And your name
Kamukha
also.
niya yung tito niya, hindi nila
Yeah,
alam.
exactly.
Tuwan-tuwa naman ako pag kino-compare ko
Yeah.
sa tito ko kasi idol ko siya. That used to be like, they were like maybe top 5 trolling. And maybe that was like the 4th. O kamukha niya yung tito niya.
Thanks.
Masaya ako doon.
Thanks.
Hindi siya
Yeah.
kasing, hindi siya kasing galing ng tito. Hindi talaga ako kasing galing ng tito ko, bayani yan 'Di ba? So I actually love that trolling na kamukha niya yung tito niya. Just last kwento.
Please.
Senate office, I think si Sec visited me a few times in my Senate office. You remember? In my desk, which was Tito Ninoy's desk by the way. Nahiram ko yung desk niya from Concepcion.
Oh, wow.
That was his desk when he was mayor of Concepcion. Nahiram ko yun. Binili ko na rin by the way. That was the desk I used. And in front of me is this big picture of Tito Ninoy. It's his picture nung inatulan siya ng death penalty. And he has his hands like this. He was in his black t-shirt. It's a pretty famous picture. and he's basically pleading for his life, di ba? And that was in front of my desk for 6 years to remind me na, hindi yan,
That's the legacy.
this is a responsibility
You-
that you're here.
and
Hindi
now
ka
you-
pwedeng duwag-duwag. Yan, pakatapang ng tito mo, kailangan.
And
Di
now
ba?
you have to add the other picture, him carrying
I have
you.
to look for that
That's,
picture.
I'm telling you, man, that will be the next chapter of your life. Whatever you want to do in your life, I think that will be your next chapter. And you see, I'm emotional about this because, you know, we may have political disagreements, we may have disagreements with tactics, but I hate it when people are questioning, you know, something special done for
In our country.
Yeah. And people of I almost this is international media. I was on quarantine because I was on travel when Pinoy passed away, and I was asked about the Aquino family's legacy. And you know what got me teary-eyed was yung picture ng, it was like a cartoon na parang cartoon of Cory and the dad and anak, you can now retire. Oh my God, that got
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
That really got me.
We should have another episode
Yeah.
about Pinoy's legacy.
Okay, like,
Ibang episode pa yan.
So I hope you understand where I'm coming. I'm very emotional about. Yeah.
So naidagdag Richard,
Please, Mark.
yung sa akin naman, during the time na when Direct Daryl Yap nilabas tong mga Maiden Malacanang, itong mga Murder, I started with my series dun sa vlog ko. Who is McCoy? Who is Ninoy? I think sa panahon ngayon sa social media, the best way to talk to ordinary people and yung mga tao na, yung mga bata na hindi na naabutan yung time na yun is to show like what we did here, Ninoy as a person and
With all of the flaws.
with all of the
all
flaws,
of the
with all of
problems,
the
all of the
the
hopes.
mistakes, lahat eh. And at the same time also, yun nga, tapos i-contrast mo yun, the time he was in prison and how it changed him and how he became a freedom fighter. So I think that's the best way talaga to show people na he's
Yung arc
real
niya
person.
eh,
And
it's
ako,
so relatable.
Honestly, thank you for this time. Alam ko, marami tayong pwedeng pagchismisan about current
No,
politics,
no.
mga libro na nilalabas.
Nandiyan si
Okay,
Ronald
we
mamaya.
can do it next time.
Yes.
But thank you for this time to talk about Tito Ninoy, yung kwento niya. At ako personally, I really believe
Yeah.
yung kwento niya. Kwento yan ng Pilipinas yan eh.
Absolutely.
Diba? So
Absolutely.
kailangan makwento yan.
And
Thank
that's
you.
why I feel offended if there's an attack on truth and the truth that I take it personally. Even if, I've criticized all of you
Yeah.
guys. I mean, we can have a different podcast on that. And Ronald is more prolific. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Senator Bam Aquino Bam. Thank you so much for that. Mabuhay ka and good luck to you with your
And I'll be back. Baka
Yes,
pang-apat
yes,
dito
this,
next
this
time.
is,
Ha?
yeah.
Ako yung fourth
fight the good
Ilustrado.
fight. Fight the
for
good
the-
fight. Thank
for-
you so much. Thank you
For
so
the
much.
record, Senator, hindi ako sang-ayon dyan.
Kahit first quarter store man lang, di ba? Napakaluma naman ito, di ba? But thank you guys. Salamat.
Ronald, what are you doing to me? Ronald, don't do that. Thank you so much. Let's take a picture before he leaves. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
guys. Salamat.
Oh, that was nice.
Thank you, thank you.